Hi, smarter than average man.
Greetings, average man. What have you been into?
To be honest, I was very anxious about something, but now I feel a lot better.
I'm glad to hear that. It means you went to the psychologist, or maybe you took some therapy, don't you?
Not really. I listened my favorite song from Steven Universe, and now I'm so relaxed and
Hold on, you are pulling my leg, right?
what do you mean?
You're saying that a song from the 2013 cartoon Steven Universe, made in USA by Cartoon Network, makes you feel better?
Yes, what's the problem? Explain yourself.
TV shows are made for making money while entertaining the audience, nothing more. If we are able to see Steven Universe in Spanish, it's only because they want to obtain more money.
Maybe you're right. Everything that cross frontiers have the purpose of make money, but you can do more than that also. Let's take Steven Universe as an example. It's an entertaining show, but also has deep messages in its episodes. Steven Universe mentioned topics related with relationships, traumas, emotions, feelings, thoughts, and personal growth. Just listen this fragment of the song I was talking about.
Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment to ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not.
Those were good advices, actually.
See? You can do more than make money while sharing your show with the rest of the world.
I don't know, North Americans have a lot of influence. They can't afford things like that.
This happens all around the world, not only in the United States.
I'm still a skeptic.
Do you remember Charlie and Lola?
The British show aired in 2005, based in the children's books written by Lauren Shield, right?
Yes.
I used to watch that show when I was little.
Me too. And guess what? It's another example on how a British influence can be good for the rest of the world.
How?
Charlie and Lola is a show about two brothers. Charlie is 9 years old and Lola 4 years old. This age gap makes Charlie more mature than his little sister. Since this point, all the adventures that the siblings have are made to entertain the young minds of the house, but also teach how to be a good older brother, even how to be a good father. Kids have problems and mortifications that we could find hard to understand and then proceed. But this show gives us example about how we should act when listening and helping little kids in their daily life, looking for their well-being in a way they will understand.
You're right. The episodes talk about why you should eat your vegetables, how the plants grow, the importance of sharing, how bad is to hurt others without meeting them first and others. Very educational.
Yeah, but you don't like combines. Maybe I need a less conventional example. Do you know Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir?
Back the French show developed by Disney, it's used as soap opera for children. You can say the show is more than a way to say merchandise.
French people do love action series with a little touch of drama. Look for Wakfu in Netflix. And yeah, Miraculous may not be the exception to the rule, but has something important to consider: wholesome characters.
Marinette and Adrian?
Sadly, no. I'm talking about supportive characters. Everyone knows that Marinette has a difficult life being a superhero and a student at the same time. But have you ever thought on her parents? Let's focus on her mother, Sabine. She's always taking care of Marinette, giving her important advices and trying to be there for her daughter.
It's the duty of every parent.
And you're right, but Sabine reached a good balance between being a pending mother and an understanding mother. She does care for the well-being of her daughter, obviously, but she also trusts in her daughter's judgment, something that a lot of parents can understand when their children become teenagers.
I hadn't considered it.
You need to be more open-minded. Do you recognize that guy, Luca?
Yeah,
He's also a good example of how a mature teenager should be. He has a crush on Marinette, and does his best to let her know it in a way she doesn't feel uncomfortable. Even when he does his best, Marinette simply doesn't love him back. He feels bad about it, but at the end, he continues being his friend and supporting her.
A good mother, a good friend. These shows does have good roles to follow.
Cartoons have a good influence in the rest of the world, don't they?
Yes, I see it now. It's because they are for children.
I'm glad you see my point, but you don't get it at all. Cartoons are for everyone, not only children. Let's take Whisper of the Heart as an example. This Japanese movie can be enjoyed by everyone, but the message about how true love grows when both parts support the dreams of their partners is highly focused to reach grown-up audience. Let's move on to South Korea. The movie Leafy, produced by Mayong Films, has as a protagonist a charismatic hen that decides to take care of an orphan dog as if he were her son. A beautiful movie about sacrifices and changes, with a sad ending that will make anyone emotional. Last but not least, The Midnight Gospel, an adult cartoon made by the creators of Adventure Time, that besides having a morbid humor, touches on strong topics like meditation, being present, forgiveness, and mental illness.
Okay, stop. I think I understand now. Cartoons are so underrated just by the fact that they look like a silly way to get entertainment, but they are as important and meaningful as any other means of artistic expression. And not only with the purpose of making money, but also to share feelings, important life lessons, and ideologies from every corner of the world, that among many things minimize the cultural shock. Pug! Pug! The French. Pug!
Espérate.
What?